When it comes to coin collecting, few things are more exciting than discovering that a small, everyday coin in your pocket could actually be worth a lot more than its face value, and that's especially true for Australian 10-cent coins. While most people overlook these common silver-colored coins, collectors know that some rare issues can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their minting year, rarity, and condition. The Australian 10-cent coin has been in circulation since 1966, when decimal currency replaced the old pounds and shillings system. Featuring the elegant lyrebird on the reverse and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, this coin has remained largely unchanged in design, but over the years, several rare varieties and error coins have made it a popular target for coin hunters. One of the first coins to watch for is the 1966 10-cent piece. Although it was produced in large numbers, some of the coins were struck at the Royal Mint in London, and these London Mint strikes can be identified by differences in finish and quality. They're generally worth more to collectors, especially if in uncirculated condition. Even more exciting are the various mint errors from that year. Double strikes, clipped planchets, and off-center strikes have all been found and can be worth between $100 and $500 or more, depending on severity and demand. Fast forward to 1981, and we encounter one of the most intriguing chapters in 10-cent coin history. Due to high demand and limited domestic capacity, Australia outsourced minting to Canada and Wales. Coins struck at the Royal Canadian Mint often have subtle differences in design details, especially on the Queen's effigy, and these are highly collectible. Some even exhibit planchet or striking differences unique to Canadian minting processes. Clean examples of these Canadian minted coins can fetch $3,100 depending on condition. Next, we have the elusive 1995 10-cent coin, which saw a significantly lower mintage, just over 6.5 million. That might not sound like a small number, but in coin collecting terms, it places this year firmly in the key date category. Circulated. Examples are already fetching well above face value, and pristine uncirculated coins can command anywhere from $20 to $60 or more. Also worth mentioning are the 2001 Federation coins. Although not released for general circulation, these special edition coins represented different states and territories and came as part of commemorative sets. If you ever find one of these in a coin jar or tucked away in a forgotten collection, it's worth holding on to. But where things really start to get valuable is with error coins. These are the real treasures hiding in plain sight. Minting errors can include die cracks, cut errors, off-center strikes, rotated dies, or even double strikes. These mistakes often escape quality control and end up in circulation. A dramatic error on a 10-cent coin can easily be worth $100, $500, and in rare cases, several thousand. For example, a clean off-center 10-cent coin from a notable year can attract bids from serious collectors around the world. So how can you tell if you've got something valuable in your change? First, always check the date. Key years include 1966, 1981, 1995, 2001, and even some recent ones like 2011, which had limited release mint sets. Then examine the coin for any unusual features. Is the image slightly off-center? Are there cracks or raised blobs of metal that shouldn't be there? Is the edge fully milled or is part of it missing? These are all signs of possible value. It's a good idea to invest in a small magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe so you can examine your coins more closely. Also, having a reliable coin reference book like the Renix Australian Coin and Banknote Values Guide can help you verify what you found. And remember, cleaning coins is a huge no-no in the world of collecting. It can damage the surface and reduce the value dramatically, even if it makes the coin look shiny. Store your valuable finds in acid-free holders or plastic flips to preserve their condition. Coin collecting is not just about the money, it's a doorway into history, artistry, and national identity. Every coin tells a story. From the year it was struck to the hands it's passed through. If you start looking closely at your change, you might be surprised by what you find. In the next part of this series, we'll cover even more recent rarities. How to authenticate and grade your coins. The top mistakes new collectors make, and where to sell your coins if you think you've hit the jackpot. Now in part 2, we'll go deeper, looking at more modern rarities, specific error examples, how to authenticate and grade coins, plus tips on selling or trading your valuable finds. First, let's talk about more recent years. One standout is the 2011 10-cent coin, which wasn't released for general circulation, but appeared in each mint sets only. That means if you find a 2011 10-cent coin in your loose change, it likely came from a broken-up collector's set, and that's good news because it's quite rare in circulation. These can fetch anywhere from $20 to $80, especially if they're in top condition. Moving on to error coins. Some of the most valuable 10-cent pieces aren't rare because of their date, but because of how they were made. For example, clipped planche errors, where part of the coin's edge is missing in a crescent shape, are highly collectible. Even small clips can raise the coin's value to $100 or more. Then there's the Oxyud error, where a piece of the die breaks off during production, causing a raised blob of metal, usually near the rim or letters. This gives the coin a chunky, unique look and can boost value depending on severity. Don't overlook die cracks either. These fine, raised lines might look like damage, but they're actually minting errors and collectors love them. An especially dramatic die crack can push a coin's price into the 200-plus range. Perhaps the most eye-catching of all are off-center strikes. These occur when the blank isn't properly centered in the press, resulting in part of the design being cut off. The more dramatic the misalignment, without affecting the date or core design, the more it's worth. A well-preserved, off-center 10-cent coin could fetch between $150 and $500 or more, depending on the year and visibility of the error. Now, if you think you found a rare coin, authentication is crucial. Reputable coin grading services, like PCGS or NGC, can verify and encapsulate your coin in tamper-proof holders with a graded label. This can increase value and buyer confidence. For Australian coins, the FIPCGS Australian division is well respected. Grading considers the coin's strike, luster, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal, and ranges from O, poor, P1, to MET and mint state, MS70. Even a high-grade modern error coin can see a significant price bump once officially graded. You don't need to grade every coin, though. Grading is usually best for coins already known to be valuable or unique. When it comes to selling, you have several options. eBay is the most accessible, but be sure to take clear photos, use correct terminology, and highlight the error or rarity. Forums like the Australian Coin Forum, Facebook groups, or specialist dealers are also great platforms, especially for higher value pieces. You might even consider submitting your coin to a numismatic auction house, which can often bring in top dollar, especially for coins already graded or proven rare. But be aware, coin markets are like any collectibles market. Prices can vary depending on trends, condition, and buyer interest. Timing and presentation matter. Now, a quick word on what not to do. First and foremost, do not clean your coins. It's one of the biggest mistakes new collectors make. Even if you're tempted to make your coin shine, cleaning removes the natural patina and often causes tiny scratches that kill its collector value. It's better to leave a coin untouched even if it looks dirty than to alter its original state. Next, be cautious about storage. Use proper data coin flips, acid-free holders, or coin albums with non-PVC sleeves. Store them in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight to prevent tarnishing. Lastly, get involved with the community. Coin collecting can seem overwhelming at first, but there are forums, YouTube channels, local coin clubs, and expos where you can learn from others, share your finds, and even trade. You'll start to develop an eye for quality, recognize subtle errors more quickly, and maybe even spot a diamond in the rough. Some collectors have found valuable error coins in bulk lots purchased online or from estate sales. So always keep your eyes open. In closing, remember that every coin has a story. Some tell tales of rare minting decisions, others of printing accidents or historical shifts in currency. And the best part? You don't need to be rich or a numismatist to get started. All it takes is curiosity, a little time, and a sharp eye. So keep checking your change, explore your old coin jars, and never assume a 10-cent coin is just worth 10 cents. It might just be your ticket to discovering a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this two-part deep dive into rare and valuable Australian 10-cent coins, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on coin collecting, rare finds, and the stories behind everyday currency. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next coin be a lucky one.